Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Now Latto dropped her album Big Mama, and it has a lot of people talking because she threw shots at Cardi B. Now, if you don't remember, I think last year there was a phone call leaked of Cardi B screaming at somebody on Ice Spice's team because Cardi and Ice Spice were getting into it behind the scenes. You know, they were throwing shots and things like that. So Cardi was yelling and saying that she was going to beat up Ice Spice, and she brought up Latto's name unprovoked multiple times, saying that she ain't scary like Latto. And that was kind of odd for her to say, considering that she and Latto were cool. I mean, they did a song together, and they seemed very friendly. So it was weird that Cardi was throwing Latto under the bus in this phone call.
You don't know? I'ma show ya. I'm not Latto. I'ma beat her the up. You think I'm you pussy ass Latto? You think I'm Latto? You think I'm naked? I'll beat you the up. Oh yeah.
Now, Cardi B did address all of this, and she apologized. She said, "I was ranting and hot at the moment, but I F with Latto heavy. I respect everything about her, including her team. That's so sweet." And nope, I'm not too prideful to apologize to somebody I really respect. So this my public apology, and now I'ma privately buy a bag. Now, I do think Cardi genuinely felt sorry. I think more so than anything, she was embarrassed. She was embarrassed that this came out, and it shows how she talks behind the Jothan scenes. And Latto wasn't here for it. I think Latto kind of felt like, well, you're only apologizing because you got caught. You really feel like I have no backbone and I'm scary. And Latto was not here for that.
Pussy. Pussy. Pussy.
Latto also addressed Cardi again in her song, Give Me That. Now this is her new song off of Big Mama. She said, B said what? Let's clock it. Really got a Hermes store in my closet. Talking about buying Big Mama a bag like my aunt ain't already bought it. Like my aunt ain't coming off racks. Big bank over here. Big facts. Wish a B would get in that booth. I'm calling up Plawboy Max. I don't fault Latto for addressing Cardi, but at the same time, I'm like, why now? I mean, the situation has blown over, and it kind of feels like she's doing it to create some controversy and traction for her album, you know? So I kind of felt like it was unnecessary, but at the same time, I don't blame her for saying something. She also allegedly took another dig at Cardi and her song Chrome, Heart Diaper Bag. Some people feel like this was a Cardi disc, but she said, I've been stepping on this is so long, I need another sneaker, and your ghostwriter need another reader. So, she kind of was referencing the lyrics from Nicki Minaj's Super Freaky Girl Queen mix, and people were like, oh, Lot's throwing shots at Cardi again. Now, I didn't feel like the shot was specifically for Cardi, but I can see how people came to that conclusion because she was literally using the same lyric that Nicki used to diss Cardi. So, I get it. It's messy. And some of Cardi's fans were upset. They were like, well, why would she come at Cardi but not Nicki, who actually insulted her too? But I guess people conveniently forgot when Latto dissed Nicki on the Put It On The Floor remix. I mean, Latto will get in the booth and she will address some things if she feels a way. So Cardi is no exception. I don't know. The female rap game is so messy. It really is. Now, let me move on and talk about the artist Chxrry. Chxrry just dropped her album, You, Me, and My Ego. And I do like the songs on this project. I'm not really a fan of the album cover, but the songs are cool. And I like the fact that she was doing more pop on this album too. And I think she actually does pop really well. That can really be a lane that takes her to another level. But some people noticed that she took a dig at Tyla on her album. Now, in her song called Security, she said fiction fantasy, even went and did her hair like me. Oh, now this whole thing is kind of unserious, but Chxrry does feel like Tyla copied her. In fact, last year somebody said she's stealing from you, girl, watch out. So I guess Tyla was filming something for her song, and I guess somebody felt like, oh, she was taking Cher's concept. And Chxrry actually responded to this tweet, and she said, "What's new?" Lol. So there has been kind of this whole thing about Tyla, I guess, being inspired by Cher's aesthetic and her hair. And honestly, none of what these girls are really doing is new. For real. They're going back into the archives of what the other pop girls did before them. So nothing is new. Honestly, nothing is new. But I think Chxrry feels like Tyla has her on her mood board, and she doesn't really like it that much. And I wouldn't be surprised if it were true. But it's also kind of a non-issue in my opinion, because girls follow trends and take inspiration from other styles and looks all the time. But if you haven't listened to Cher's album, check it out. You know, there was a lot of music that dropped recently, and another song I've been actually liking a lot is the new song Mono dropped with Teasel Touchdown called Everything Pink. You know, everything twinkles. I like that. I like it. It's so cute and girly. And I like the video too. She was actually paying homage to Beyonce. It was kind of referencing Beyonce's Check Up On It video, which is one of my favorite videos by Beyonce too. So I like it. I like Mono in general. And she did win Best Hip Hop Breakthrough Artist at the AMAs, which is pretty big. So congratulations to her. Now, moving on, I want to talk about Lizzo, because Lizzo has been trending a lot lately. She did a whole partnership with Chili's where she was promoting baby back ribs, and a lot of people were confused because they thought that she was vegan, but apparently she moved away from veganism and now she's eating ribs again. And the PETA organization slammed her and said pigs want their ribs back. It's about dang time you find a conscience, Lizzo. The truth hurts, right? Here's the truth behind your Chili's jingle. Using the flesh and bones of an animal who was violently killed as an instrument is beyond grotesque. What happened to you? I'm not going to even play the video because it is a little triggering, but I'm not going to lie, those pigs are tasty. Come on now. You can't deny that the ribs are good, and Lizzo knows it too. That's why she's back to eating it again. And she's also getting the check, and I liked her remake of the jingle. I did, you know. Now, I do want to kind of talk about her whole rollout for her upcoming album because it has been a bit chaotic. Anytime she has been in the news, it's always been for something controversial or negative. And she did release her single from her album Bit C, which I don't know why she called it that, but she released her single from there and it didn't do too well. So I think Lizzo is struggling to find her footing again, and she's been kind of throwing things at the wall, seeing what sticks. She's been going around using Cardi B type tactics to promote her upcoming album. She's been responding to people on social media, sometimes clapping back at them. She's been doing a lot, and it seems like she's moving all over the place, but she's doing what she has to do to get people talking, because right now her label has pulled the plug on her. They are not funding her projects. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that Atlantic Records is financially tapped out. Like, they don't got the money, they don't got it. So Lizzo has been struggling with the lack of label support.
I don't know, but I'm crashing out on my label right now because I just really, I don't know. I feel like there's not any marketing money being put towards all of my ideas. And it's just, I'm starting to really feel down about it because it's like I feel helpless. It's like, what can I do? What more can I do? You know, I've been on TV. I've been posting every fucking day. I be posting to the songs. I shot 2 music videos, put them out. I'm like, damn, what the fuck else do I need to do? It's really hard to cut the fuck through. And it's like, I have people who want to buy my album. But how they gonna buy it if they don't know if it's for sale? The algorithm-based way that social media functions now is destroying the music industry. Because if your algorithm is super serving you things out of order of when they're happening, then the general public has no idea when music is actually coming out. Fans are not even aware that their favorite artist is releasing music.
What Lizzo is saying is actually something a lot of artists are going through right now. I mean, there are some artists who have millions of followers, but they are hardly getting any engagement, and it's kind of an interesting thing. And the music climate is unpredictable too, because you'll have random songs that go viral, but it doesn't necessarily mean that people are into the actual artist. And I think this is kind of the case for Lizzo. Now, she's had successful songs, Grammy award-winning songs, but I don't get the feeling that the general public really likes her that much. I think some people don't care for the fact that she uses her weight as a promotional tool. They don't care for some of her antics. And also, a lot of people were turned off by the lawsuit from her former dancers, where they accused her of fat-shaming them and harassment, and that lawsuit was dismissed. Lizzo's name was dismissed from it, but still the damage was pretty severe, and Lizzo is trying to come back from that. So she's doing all she can to get back into the algorithm and get people to pay attention to her music again. And unfortunately, her label don't got the money to support her. So she got to be out on the streets, selling it the way that Cardi B did. So best of luck to Lizzo. I do hope her upcoming album does well for her. Anyway, tell what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.